Good morning, world. Today we're talking about trust. In a previous video, I mentioned it, and just about any time relationships or the topic of relationship comes up, or the word trust has a way of finding its way into the conversation. And people talk about how important it is, it's the foundation of relationships, and this, that, and the other. But that's why today I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about 5 tips for building trust. But bear with me because you and I both know I have issues with the Q word. So, first, communicate openly. That's a big part of it because one of the issues in trust is that if you are not forthcoming with information, then it is more likely that your partner will feel the need to go digging for information. If your partner knows that you are going to bring the information to them, they don't have a need to go looking for it. They don't have to go around digging for it. Or one of the issues that I often find with couples is that the whole, well, I didn't tell her or I didn't tell him because I was trying to protect him. More often than not, of course, what usually happens in these protect them situations is that your spouse ends up finding out anyway, and then the issue becomes a bigger problem than it would have been if you just brought it up and you addressed it at that time. So being forthcoming and making sure that you leave the lines of communication open so that your spouse feels comfortable coming to you with any and everything, just as you will feel comfortable going to them with any and everything. 2 is be honest. Coming from communicating openly, you're thinking, okay, isn't that the same thing? But not necessarily, because sometimes people tell, sometimes people tell the small white lies, and sometimes people tell big bold-faced lies. And we have to be careful with that because when you don't have a track record of being honest, when you don't have a track record of being truthful, it makes it more difficult for someone to believe that anything you're going to be saying is going to be the truth. So build that track record of truth, build that track record of honesty so that you don't leave room for questioning anything that you will say at any point in the future, because even a person who tells the occasional lie does also tell the occasional truth. But if you are known for not always being truthful, you make it difficult for the person to just believe you, because each time you speak, they have to try to figure out, okay, which one is this? Is this a truth or is this a lie? So just being honest from the get-go helps with reducing that. 3 is be respectful and supportive. Anytime you're asking someone to communicate openly and you're asking people to be truthful, there is the possibility that you're going to have information that comes out that you may not like or that you may not have wanted. Things that you may not have wanted to see happen or things you may not agree with can come up. But if you are not respectful, even if you don't agree with how your wife feels, even if you don't agree with what your husband thinks, if you still need to be respectful of that or supportive of certain positions that they have, because you want them to continue feeling that they can come to you with even the things that you don't agree with. If you are not respectful, if you are not supportive when they communicate certain thoughts or certain feelings to you, what you are doing is creating a situation where there's going to be a need to, well, let me see if this is one of those things I can share with my husband. Let me see if this is one of those things I can share with my wife, because sometimes he or she may not be as receptive to me feeling certain ways or thinking certain things. 4 is to make your actions match your words. That's the biggest difficulty for people. When you say something, whatever it is that you are communicating to your spouse, you need to make sure that your words match the things that you do. People throw out the L word. Yes, I call it the L word a lot. But sometimes our actions may not reflect that love that we profess. Or another one is respect. People often say, yes, I respect my spouse, but are your actions showing that respect to your spouse? Make sure that whatever your words are that you're saying to your spouse, to your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, make sure that you know what those words are so that whatever behaviors you're going to be displaying in the future are going to be in line with that word that you have communicated. Make sure that whatever it is that you're communicating, whatever it is that you're saying, that your actions are in line with these words. And finally, be consistent. Consistency help people know us, they help people know what to expect from us, and they help people be comfortable with us. When you are consistent, you make it possible for a person to rely on you. Consistency allows the person to just know what they're dealing with. When you are consistent, you make it possible for your spouse to just let go and be comfortable and trust in your behaviors, your words, your actions, whatever. And making sure that what you say on Monday is the same as what you say on Friday. It is true that we grow as humans, we evolve, and certain things about you are going to change over time. But the change is not going to be so drastic as, you supported or you were on board with, yes, spending money to buy the big game tickets, but now you're saying that no, you were on a big saving plan. I don't know. Just be consistent. Whatever your thoughts, whatever your values, whatever you are telling your spouse you believe in, make sure that this is truly what you believe in. And again, that goes with honesty. Being truthful. If you are honest to yourself and to your spouse, then it makes it easier to be consistent. Okay, so quick recap. Communicate openly, be honest, be respectful and supportive, make your actions match your words, and of course, be consistent. All right? So that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.